What? I don't know. Let me think of a thumbnail. I'll just put like a square. Okay, and it's okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's taking some time for me too. No. Nope. No idea. Mm. Donk? Like from CSGO. Donk from CS. Yeah, I didn't really have a plan when I was making it. I just kind of like put whatever came to mind. Like, oh, I'll put this here, put this here. Oh, okay. Oh, actually, I was about to say I'm going back to the mines, but I have a ton of cobble. When did this get here? It's a gift from me to me. Someone. What's the greatest idea? What's going on with the mic? Wait, it's going. Let's speak. Okay, it's kind of faint. Okay, so this is about stories, right? Do you have any like guilty pleasure stories that you liked? What? Yeah. Now, what about in terms of stories? Yeah. Uh, well, you don't. It's not guilty in the literal sense. It's more like it's stuff where it's like you shouldn't technically like it because it's trashy, but it's like you like it anyways. You know? Like, uh, yeah. Okay. Okay, come to me. Okay. Okay. Mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh. Oh. Wow. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm. I'm good. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Okay. Oh. Mm. No, it sounds pretty basic. Oh. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Hmm. Yeah, perhaps. Hmm. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm getting a drink. Yeah, from like how you describe it, it sounds really vague, like extremely vague, like to the point where there's like literally nothing. Hmm. Mhm. Mhm. Oh my god. Five clocks at Freddy's? This is the second staircase. Look at this. Yeah, I don't get it either. But like you can ascend. Look, we're ascending. Ascend. Yeah. Huh? Well, the rest of the way is stairs. To the yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Wait, so the person telling him to disable the security is like it's like an imagination? What exactly was the person that telling them to just deactivate the security again? Yeah. Hmm. Oh, this plot's kind of ass. Not gonna lie. Like there's no foreshadowing or like build up. It's just kind of like things happen, and it doesn't have meaning. Yeah. Yeah. No one knows. Okay, wait, who is asking? Like the person that put him in like the head of the animatronic thing? No, I don't think it's aggressive. I think they just like the plushies think that they're still friends, right? But they're wondering if like the boy thinks the same after like presumably they did something bad. Yeah. Hmm. Oh my god. Amazing. Imagine it isn't. Like he just said that for the fun. Just... Mm, mm. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
The show will begin momentarily. Everyone, please stay in your seats.
Okay, so he's just teasing his next game here, right?
Everyone, please stay in your seats.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I just dug this room out, and I was like, yeah, I'll just like dig a room. It'll be like a bunker or something. And I'm like, huh, how can I decorate this? And I just put his shit down. Uh, we get vomited out into the water or whatever. Just being chicked. Oh, huh.
Father, it's me, Michael.
You're not streaming? Yeah, share screen. Okay, it's loaded.
It's me, Michael. I did it. I found it. It was right where you said it would be. They were all there. They didn't recognize me at first, but then they thought I was you. And I found her. I put her back together, just like you asked me to. She's free now. But something is wrong with me. I should be dead, but I'm not. I've been living in shadows. There is only one thing left for me to do now. I'm going to come find you. I'm going to come find you.
Huh. Yeah, it's got some nice ambience, but what does it mean? Like, okay. I think, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Hmm. Oh, yeah. Wait, what's the sixth game called again? I forgot. Oh, that one. Wait, where are these? Wait, what exactly happening again? Who's the character? Oh. What the hell? Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, who's saving the kid again? I forgot. Oh, okay, okay. Okay.
You
Yeah. I'm looking at the new Spring Trap model. Yeah, it's like a lot worse.
played
It doesn't
right
have like
into our...
the level of, I don't know, iconicness as the old one. Yeah.
You played right into our hands. Did you really think that this job just fell out of the sky for you? No. This was a gift for us. You gathered them all together in one place, just like he asked you to. All of those little souls in one place, just for us. A gift. Now we can do what we were created to do and be complete. I will make you proud, Daddy. Watch, listen, and be full.
Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth, if you still even remember that name, but I'm afraid you've been misinformed. You are not here to receive a gift, nor have you been called here by the individual you assume, although you have indeed been called. You have all been called here, into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection and misfortune. A labyrinth with no exit, a maze with no prize. You don't even realize that you are trapped. Your lust for blood has driven you in endless circles, chasing the cries of children in some unseen chamber, always seeming so near, yet somehow out of reach. But you will never find them. None of you will. This is where your story ends. And to you, my brave volunteer, who somehow found this job listing not intended for you. Although there was a way out planned for you, I have a feeling that's not what you want. I have a feeling that you are right where you want to be. I am remaining as well. I am nearby. This place will not be remembered, and the memory of everything that started this can finally begin to fade away, as the agony of every tragedy should. And to you monsters trapped in the corridors, be still, and give up your spirits. They don't belong to you. For most of you, I believe there is peace, and perhaps more, waiting for you after the smoke clears. Although for one of you, the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole. So don't keep the devil waiting, friend. My daughter, if you can hear me, I knew you would return as well. It's in your nature to protect the innocent. I'm sorry that on that day, the day you were shut out and left to die, no one was there to lift you up into their arms, the way you lifted others into yours. And then, what became of you? I should have known you wouldn't be content to disappear. Not my daughter. I couldn't save you then, so let me save you now. It's time to rest, for you, and for those you have carried in your arms. This ends, for all of us, in communication.
Hmm. Oh, I see. Wait, so who was the person giving the transmission at the ending? Oh yeah, he said like friends to William Afton, right? So it's gotta be someone who knows him. Hmm. Yeah, like the plot feels pretty incoherent, but those aura moments of String Trap, it's got some aura moments, you know. Like, wasn't there that sequence of like a burning String Trap? I don't know, I don't remember, but was that what was that an actual thing, or was that like a fan made thing? Oh, I see.
How could you do that to your own father? The way
I see. Oh, I see. No, off TikTok.
con una entonación amigable. Esto crea un extraño
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know what I'm cooking. Yeah, this just comes into my head, and then I just put it down. Like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make another extension. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make it circular. Okay, I don't want to make it too big, so I'm gonna make it a dome. Okay, this is completely empty, so I'm gonna put something in the middle. Okay, I'm gonna wall it off so it looks fancy. Nothing. Classroom of the Elite, I would think. I think I've told you or showed you a bit of it before. Classroom of the Elites. So it's about this kid. He's going to high school, but this high school is a special one because it's like this government project where they send these kids into the high school, but it's like an isolated island or something, and they're allowed zero outside contact with the world, and they have to like compete in like a very competitive environment, right? Against each other instead of like with each other, and then whoever graduates, like people are divided into like class teams, right? Whoever graduates at the top is guaranteed like whatever university or whatever job they want, or something like that. So that's the setup. And then our main character's like, he's this average looking dude, and everyone thinks he's pretty average, but he's secretly like this he's like a super soldier almost, but like super soldier and super genius trained in a lab, you know? Something like that. So he's like holding back all the time, right? Pretending to be a high schooler student normally. But I mean, he's still his age, but yeah, he's just like trained in a lab. So he's also a master manipulator and really smart. I mean, like that's part of his character, right? But in the series, he doesn't actually do like a lot of master manipulating or very smart things. But the series makes it seem like he does, right? It's not like Light and L type stuff where it's like actually kind of cool. It's kind of like he's kind of retarded, but yeah. But anyways, he's still pretty cool. So the series, he gets placed into the lowest ranking class. There's 4, and he just wants to live a normal life. Wait, what'd you say? Mike Wazowski, what do you mean? Oh. Yeah, so he's placed in... Yeah, there's 4 classes, class A, B, C, D, right? Class D is the lowest. And he's just trying to chill, play it cool, like live an ordinary life. But then like some people know, like the teachers, some of them know that he's actually like a really smart person, like somehow, you know? And then also like his classmates start like getting some ideas like, huh, this guy doesn't look like he is who he says he is, right? So he starts getting into situations where he has to show his true power, but like only a little bit, you know, because you gotta like tease it little by little, you know, like, oh my god, is he gonna show himself? He's gonna aura farm. He's about to aura farm. Oh no, but it's like secret, you know, it's like he has to secretly aura farm. Like, but anyways, so he ends up like helping the class from the shadows, right? Like he'll make them win like these competitions and these like really elaborate like tests and stuff, but like without drawing any attention to himself. That's what he's trying to do, right? And it's like when when the situation is described and the thing is playing out, it's like it looks pretty ordinary. Like he looks like he's doing nothing. But at the end, it's like the epic music starts playing, and it's like, oh, I planned this all along. Like when this was announced, I immediately knew that blah 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 blah, blah, right? And it announces this master plan and why everything kind of like fell together. And it's like, yeah, that's why I'm a genius type shit, you know? And then the viewer's like, whoa, he predicted that. Oh shit, you know, like that. Anyways, that's basically the flow of the story, and it rinse and repeats, you know. But my favorite moment is probably this moment where it was kind of like it reverses your expectation, right? Like originally you expect him to like come in with a master plan and then explain everything, right? And then why he's gonna win, right? But there's one okay, the situation is there's a leader of the enemy class, and he's trying to like figure out who the mastermind of class D is, right? Because he's like, this is very suspicious, like how are they winning? Like someone is controlling behind the scenes, right? And he's trying to like force him out into the open to try to like reveal him, right? And then to do that, he kidnaps the main character's girlfriend and pretty much like waterboards her. Like, by the way, they're high school students. So anyways, okay, actually, yeah, he basically like did dumps water on her and stuff, and then like in an abandoned warehouse until he comes, and then obviously he shows up eventually, right? After some setup, right? And then he just walks in there, right? Like, of course, he tells the teacher, like, okay, whatever happens, like, it's not my fault. Like, I got attacked first, right? Because he's walking into pretty much a gang of thugs. Like Class C is a gang of thugs, pretty much. Like they beat people up to get their way and then like do dirty tricks, right? Like food poisoning or whatever. That's how they operate, right? So he walks into the warehouse. There's like 4 people there waiting, right? And then the leader's like, "Oh ho, so you're the mastermind, right? Oh, you come to save her, yeah? Well, now I can reveal you." It's like, what are you gonna do, right? Because what's your plan? And then the main character's like, pretty much like, yeah, I don't have a plan. Like, come at me. And then he beats all 4 of them up in like this epic action sequence of fighting, and it's like it's all the epic music and shit. And when I saw that, I was like, whoa, like, oh, I'm coming. Like, anyways, that was peak aura. Yeah, I loved it. No. Yeah, so that all that happened in the anime, right? But now I actually read the novel, the light novel, like way further into the series. But like it's pretty good in some parts, but a lot of it's pretty ass. Like not the plot exactly. The plot's pretty okay. It's not the best, but it's still pretty okay, and it has aura farm moments. Not too many, but like it's okay. But the main problem is that the writer writes like this reader is literally retarded, which makes sense because it's a light novel, right? It's meant to be simple, but like it's like you're literally retarded. Like something will happen, like I don't know, maybe like a book falls off the shelf, and then the main character will think to himself like, yes, books fall off the shelf, and booking fall off the shelf means that like, oh my, okay, it's hard to describe just how annoying this guy's writing is. It's like, you know, it's like, I don't know, maybe one of the girls says, I should go exercise someday, you know? And it's like the main character thinks, so, yes, girls need to exercise because keeping a good body is essential for physical like well-being. And it's like, oh my god, like who cares? Like this writing is so pointless. Like, also, you explain the same thing 2 times in a row. It's like something will happen, right? Something will happen. It will be described, and then the main character will monologue about the thing that just happened, but add absolutely nothing. Like he would pretty much just recite the exact same thing, but like in a slightly different way. Like, do you understand? It's so ass. The writing is so ass. I think it might be because of the translation though. Like it might not be the fault of the writer, it's the fault of the translator. But like I'm reading Mushoku Tensei right now. It's also a light novel. All the writing like is pretty much I have no complaints. Like there's not a moment where I felt like the writing was awkward or weird or anything. It just felt like all flow smoothly together like a normal book would, right? But like Classroom of the Elite, I literally just dropped the book because it's like I can't stand this writing style. Yeah. It's horrible, horrible. Oh. Yeah, like it's overall, it's just like a power fantasy type thing, you know? It's a power fantasy type of show. You know? Like you just read it because the main character is kind of cool, and then you like yeah, it's kind of like you imagine yourself as the main character almost. Like that's like the one of the main reasons why they're so strong, right? Like it doesn't really have I don't know, like a decent plot reason. It's just like they have to be really cool and stuff, right? It's like, dude, you have to understand when you're in high school, like 13 years old, and you're reading this, it's like the coolest thing ever, you know? Like, yeah, big muscular mustached man. Yeah. Like, I can't really go into detail about what happened because I don't actually remember. Like, it's kind of forgettable. Like, I remember in general, like the hype moments. That's mainly what I remember. What? Like 13 glass panes. I might have actually I have some cooked in the furnaces, like a little bit. 26, is that enough? No, I'll just leave it in my dumpster chest. I think. Look at my Steam library. No, the water thing's still there. 2. What? 2? No. Nope. To do what? What was the purpose? I think. Yeah, it would have to be a game that gives no development. What? Why would Stardew Valley be a guilty pleasure game? Nah, I don't qualify Stardew Valley because I played it with my sister, so it's given the use of bonding time. I'm thinking like maybe Hollow Cure. That's my candidate right now. It's like, you know, Vampire Survivors? Okay, so it's basically like you just walk around and then like hordes of enemies just like slowly walk towards you. And then you have to like beat them up, you know, like with your upgrades and stuff. And then level up. And then occasionally like it's like gambling, right? Your upgrades gambling when you level up. That's why it's like so addictive because you don't know what you're gonna get. It's just kind of like number go up, ooh, ooh, ooh. You know, like that kind of game. You know what I mean? No. I played it. I think you saw me playing it a little bit before. It's like it's pixel art, and each character is like a VTuber, like a Japanese VTuber from Hololive. Oh, but yeah, I don't think. Oh, what happens? Oh. I think most of the games that I've played have at least some use, because usually they're by some nature competitive. So I've had some contribution to like my character at least. But yeah, there are a couple. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, sometimes I wonder the direction of my life. What would it be if I was like into sports instead of games, you know? Like it would pretty much change like most of my personality, it feels like. Or at least, I don't know, a good amount of it at least. Because the people I spend the time with would completely change. Like, yeah. Same thing with like my other interests and all the links towards it. Like the reason I like programming and drawing is because of games. Like it branches as like an event from playing games. So I might not even study computer science. I might be like studying business or something. That would be. Yeah. Well, a lot of people do that. They prioritize like practicality of the job over any like passions. Hmm. Yeah, go to my dumpster chest. There's like a couple stacks, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Did it? Oh, I don't know. I didn't plant that. Maybe it planted itself. Okay, well, it's kind of in the way, so we gotta cut it down once I get an axe. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's a good way to approach things. Hmm. Perhaps. Hmm. Yes. Oh yeah, on the topic of like what you chose as your job, why did you choose architect? Like, what were your reasoning for it? Because there's a bunch of jobs that like can make a person successful, right? Why? Why that specifically? But like, there's a lot of different jobs with money, so why architect is the money one? Oh, well, it's like because it's what you're gonna dedicate your life to, so well, like a significant portion of your days during your career because why I think that way is because choosing a career is inherently an investment, right? Because you invest hundreds of hours in schooling, like thousands of dollars of money, plus into your career, more hundreds of hours of your time. So is it not a significant investment? Interesting. Yeah, what's this ugly little attachment thing? Okay, okay, I'll leave it. Okay, I'll let it. It's the umbilical cord connected to the mountain, you know? Okay, I think it's an unwise decision, but it depends on the person. Like, if it ends up that it doesn't matter for you, then it won't matter, right? Like, it's something that usually matters, I suppose, for like most people, I feel, because it is a significant investment. But like, if you truly can just ignore it and not care, and you're completely fine, then it's like, yeah, okay. But what about other jobs that follow similar criteria, like a doctor? Why not a doctor? So you would have chosen doctor if you viewed the job first? See. Okay, so it is based on interest. Like, you do have an interest in it then. Oh. not 100%, but I knew a very like probable likelihood that I would. Hmm. Okay, it's not needed to worry so much about this because you can't predict the future anyways, or something like that. But what I think is that though you cannot predict it, you can make very probable estimations, like a weather forecast, for example, right? Like if they forecast something, it's not like they predicted the future. It's like that's most likely what's gonna happen, right? You can say with decent amount of certainty that it's gonna happen, but it's of course it can always go differently. But like still, it's best to make a decision based on the forecast if you're gonna plan an event, right? Because it's more likely based on like experiences of before and all that. That's what I think. So that includes like your enjoyment of the job or like the success of the job, right? You can still forecast it and make a wise decision based off of that. Yeah, that's basically it. Does it yeah. Okay. Okay. What? Okay, so wait, can you link that left arm, right arm thing to the situation? Okay, so left arm, right arm is like entertainment and whether it works, right? Okay, so we're considering our interest in the topic as well as how practical it is. We're, Okay, wait. What I'm thinking right now is we literally have the same opinion, like almost 90%. It's just said differently. You just said my opinion, but like worded differently in a way that sounds like it's not my opinion. Like, okay, I love art and it is a job, but I never once considered it, right? Like, even though it would be what I would love to do for the rest of my job, career type of thing. Like, for example, I considered doctor as a career, but like the first pass that it had to go through was whether or not it's like a financially good type of thing, you know, versus an enjoyability thing. I looked at what jobs give good finance, and then I asked myself which of those I could enjoy, and then I try to test those out. But like, yeah, it's basically the same thing. I think the only thing I'm a bit disagreeing on is how much job matters in terms of like your time, because I still see it as like the majority of your day mathematically will be doing the job, right? Like, so therefore, I think it's like if you can at least enjoy the mathematically high amount of your day, like it could be a lot better, like if you put in that planning for that to happen, you know? Mm, yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, interesting. Mm. I'll wait for that moment. Do we? Oh my god. Can you kill him? Is that possible? Our brave warrior. How, how do we make it again? Pumpkin and 2 snow? Oh. Wait, isn't it only to creepers? Oh, damn. Yeah, that would be funny. Okay, we gotta hunt for. We gotta hunt for yeah, expedition for pumpkins. Do you have any pumpkins? We can try to get growing them instead. I mean, we need to breed an army. Like, how are we gonna do it? We need to grow some. What? Where's that from? Oh. Hmm. I don't know. How so? I don't get it. Is this manifestation? Hmm. I'm on a hunt for the pumpkins. I'm on the pumpkin quest. I'm also slaughtering a little bit of local wildlife on the way. What about you? Are you also on the pumpkin quest? Yeah. What are those used for again? Cakes? Funny phrase. Hmm. Okay, here's an interesting one. I am Elizabeth Lafanu, the proud wolf and the lowly soul. I thought about that phrase for a little bit because when I was reading Mere Christianity, there was like a section on it that said pride was the greatest sin or something like that. And that was definitely not what I expected. So shortly after that, I read like the first little section of that light novel again. I first read it when I was like 15, so it's been a while. And I do remember that phrase too. So I was like, pride. Yeah, pride. Yeah, definitely. Okay, like for example, he says that like something bad is getting rid of like something bad in your life, but replacing it with pride, right? Or something like that. Okay, like first of all, what does he mean by pride? I think a couple examples he gives is good. It's like wanting more money, not for like sustaining yourself or anything, but because you want more money than others, you know, something like that. It's that kind of pride. And yeah, it's like, there are a lot of things that I have wanted to get better at, or like show that it's, you know, like, I don't know, demonstrate purely because to show that I'm like better than others, pretty much. So I think I do harbor a lot of pride. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I'm thinking. I'm like looking through the objects. Like, what could I make with this stuff? Because like, really, all I have to work with right now is the trunk, the oak, and the cobble. Like, and maybe some glass. And I'm like, shit, I'm out of ideas. More houses? Like, what am I gonna do? Oh. It's a pretty difficult combination. I have something of an idea. how to gather sand. But anyways, about that quote, the reason I mention it is because like after I read the book, it's like originally I thought it was like he's a proud wolf and a lowly soul, like for other reasons, right? But it's like actually he's kind of like a lowly soul because she is the proud wolf. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't think of that. So yeah, that's why I mentioned it. Oh yeah, I also worked on drawing a bit more today. I started the second week of lessons because it's like a 12-week program, but I'm like following it for real, for real. Like I'm actually doing the homework. Like I'm actually attending the class. Like bro, this teacher is so good. I want to like lick his balls, bro. He's so freaking good. This drawing teacher. Like bro, yeah, it's like it's good. It's good. I'll just say that. You know, he's it's like he's so good, bro. It's like he's done what so many other artist teachers have failed to do. Right? It's like and it's like teach well, I suppose. Like not only that, he's actually like pretty good at art. Like okay, I've noticed. I think you also mentioned this, but there's a lot of artists where it's like they're really good at getting people to a certain level, but not much more than that, right? Like there are artists that pretty much stay like stuck at one level and it's not very high, but they're really good at like giving that knowledge to others, right? So I think like that's yeah, like but the problem is, let's say someone gets past that, right? Like they actually become a really, really good one, a really good artist, right? At that point, it's like they can't teach anymore because they've gotten so far ahead, they completely forget like how to impart that knowledge onto others because they just, you know, like they just assume everyone knows what they know, right? It's like you trying to teach me in Valorant a little bit, right? Like some things are just kind of implied, and it's like you don't get why I don't know. It's like you're just so far ahead that it's just too obvious, right? Like that's a big problem I feel in the education. Yeah, and it's like this teacher, like he's simultaneously produces really appealing work, but he can also create like this lesson plan where it's like it starts from the very basics and like a retard can like follow the steps step by step and it makes sense, you know, it's structured and all that. Like it's good, it's good. Like actually, you know, it's not complete zero. It's like sub zero. It's like start from 0.5 because it's like because uh a lot of the skills, like you can practice it, but not in 12 weeks, right? Like you would have to maybe do 1 week and then take like a 2 week detour to really master that one skill if you wanted to like really advance, right? But I already kind of did a lot of things already, so it's kind of moving a lot faster. So I guess it's not from absolute zero, but like for me, it's pretty much perfectly timed. I think in my experience so far, to my experience. So yeah, that's why I want to gobble this guy's balls, basically. I mean, oh, oh. You know how it goes. It's like that, you know? It's like how the world works. Anyways. With what money? I don't know. Damn, that sucks. You know, I've thought of that actually. Is piracy a sin? And like, I looked up opinions. It seems like other people think generally no, because it's like when the idea was thought up of, it's usually considered of like you take something and someone directly loses. Like you take their cow, they have -1 cow, you know? But like now it's like intellectual property. It's kind of like it's weird, right? It's like not -1 video. So no, probably not. Yeah, he is. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Hmm. Oh yeah, by the way, I got 10 pumpkins. I'm on the way home. The quest is finished. Can you give me the home coordinates? I forgot. Okay, I'm on my way. I see them. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting pretty late, so we'll plant the pumpkins later. See ya. Good night.